No one believed a storm could ride a horse, until they did that a group of nomads from the cold steppes of Mongolia, armed with nothing but bows, horses, and ruthless discipline, conquered more land than any empire in human history. And they did it in just a few decades. They weren't kings. They weren't born in palaces. They were herders, riders, survivors, living under brutal skies, moving with the seasons, and sleeping under stars. But something or someone was about to change everything. His name was Temujin, but the world would come to fear him as Genghis Khan, a man born into betrayal, hunted as a boy, left to die in the wilderness with his family. But he didn't die, he rose. And with him rose an unstoppable force, the Mongol horsemen. While other empires built walls, the Mongols rode through them. While other armies moved like lumbering beasts, the Mongols flew like arrows. Every warrior had multiple horses. They could ride for days without stopping, sleep in the saddle, eat while riding, fire arrows at full gallop. It wasn't an army, it was a storm. And they never came from the front. They came from the side, from behind, or from nowhere. They tricked entire armies with fake retreats. They made enemies think they'd won, and then slaughtered them when their guard was down. But it wasn't just speed, it was discipline. Every man trained since childhood. Every soldier followed orders without question. One disobedient act, punishable by death, harsh, but it made them deadly. And they were smart. They adopted siege weapons from China, engineers from Persia, tactics from everywhere. Every city they conquered made the next easier. They didn't just defeat civilizations, they absorbed them. But at what cost? Entire cities were erased, populations slaughtered. Historians estimate over 40 million people died during the Mongol conquests. Some cities were so terrified, they surrendered without a fight. And yet, under their rule, something strange happened. Trade routes opened. Merchants traveled safely from China to Europe. Ideas flowed. So did gunpowder, paper, language, culture, but also plague. Yes, the Black Death, the deadliest pandemic in human history, likely spread through these very routes. The Mongols had connected the world, and unknowingly, they also helped it burn. And then, they disappeared. A century after Genghis Khan's death, the empire fractured. Brothers fought brothers, cultures clashed. The very diversity that made them powerful, made them unstable. And today, the empire that once ruled from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe is gone. But here's the twist. Their methods, still studied in military academies. Their speed, still unmatched in history. Their rise still reminds us that sometimes the greatest threat doesn't come from empires. It comes from the edges, the overlooked, the underestimated, because history doesn't wait for empires to fall. Sometimes it rides in with a bow and burns everything in its path. So here's the question. If such a force rose today, would we even see it coming? History is full of shadows, secrets, and forgotten voices, and we're here to bring them back to life. If this story moved you, imagine what else waits to be uncovered. From ancient fortresses to whispered legends, each tale holds power. So if you crave more journeys into the mysterious and the true, don't forget to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and most importantly, subscribe, because some stories deserve to be told again.